Fewness of Bodhisattvas. On this earth, few are the places free from stones, few the spots where gold and silver are found. Much more numerous are saline deserts, arid deserts, places covered with grass or thorns or steep chasms. Just so, in the world of beings, few bodhisattvas exist who train in this training in all knowledge, that is, in the training in perfect wisdom. Much more numerous are those who train in the training characteristic of disciples and pratyeka Buddhas. Furthermore, Subhuti, in the world of beings, few have done deeds which lead them to the authority of a universal monarch. Much more numerous are those who have done deeds which lead them to the authority of a commander of a fort. Just so, in the world of beings, few are the bodhisattvas who have mounted on this path of perfect wisdom, and who have resolved to know full enlightenment. Much more numerous are those who have mounted on the path of disciples and pratyeka Buddhas. Furthermore, few only have done deeds which permit them to become Sakra chief of gods. Much more numerous are those whose deeds lead them to the world of the minor gods. Just so, few beings only are bodhisattvas who train in this training in perfect wisdom. Much more numerous are the bodhisattvas who train in the training of disciples and pratyeka Buddhas. Furthermore, few beings only have done deeds which permit them to become Brahma. Much more numerous are those whose deeds lead them to Brahma's assembly. Just so, few beings only are irreversible to full enlightenment. Much more numerous are those bodhisattvas who turn away from full enlightenment. Therefore then, Subhuti, in the world of beings, few beings exist who have set out for full enlightenment. Fewer are those who progress to thusness. Still fewer are those very few who make endeavors about perfect wisdom. Still fewer even are those very, very few bodhisattvas who are irreversible from full enlightenment. A bodhisattva who wants to be numbered among those very, very few irreversible bodhisattvas should therefore train in just this perfection of wisdom and make endeavors about it. Moreover, Subhuti, no harsh thought arises to a bodhisattva who thus trains in perfect wisdom, nor a doubting thought, nor an envious or mean thought, nor an immoral thought, nor a thought of ill will, nor a lazy thought, nor a distracted thought, nor a stupid thought. The perfection of wisdom comprehends all perfections. It is thus that when a bodhisattva trains in the perfection of wisdom, all the perfections are automatically incorporated, taken up, followed after, and included. The view of individuality includes all the 62 views, and even so, for a bodhisattva who trains in the perfection of wisdom, all the perfections are included in that. As long as someone's life faculty goes on, all the other faculties are included in it. Even so, for a bodhisattva who trains in perfect wisdom, all the other wholesome dharmas are included in that. When someone's life faculty is stopped, all the other faculties are also stopped. Even so, for a bodhisattva who trains in perfect wisdom, all the other unwholesome dharmas are stopped when only non-cognition is stopped, and all the other perfections are included in that, and automatically taken hold of. Merit from perfect wisdom. Therefore then, Subhuti, a bodhisattva who wants to take hold of all perfections should train in the perfection of wisdom. When he trains in the perfection of wisdom, a bodhisattva trains in that which is the highest possible degree of perfection for any being, for his or her merit is the greatest possible. Subhuti, if you consider all the beings in the great Trichiliocosm, are they many? Subhuti said, Even in Jambudvipa alone there are many beings. How many more would there be in the great Trichiliocosm? The Lord said, If one single bodhisattva were during his or her entire life to furnish all those beings with robes, alms bowls, lodging, medicinal appliances for use in sickness, and all that brings them happiness, would such a bodhisattva on the strength of that beget a great deal of merit? Subhuti said, He would, Lord. The Lord said, A much greater merit still would that bodhisattva beget who would develop this perfection of wisdom for even the duration of a finger snap. So greatly profitable is the perfection of wisdom of those bodhisattvas, because he or she feeds the supreme enlightenment. A bodhisattva should therefore train in perfect wisdom if he or she wants to know full enlightenment, to arrive at the supreme position among all beings, to become a protector of the helpless, to reach the sphere of the Buddha, to emulate the manliness or womanliness of the Buddha, to sport with a Buddha's sport, to roar a Buddha's lion roar, to reach the accomplishment of a Buddha, and to explain the Dharma in the great Trichiliakasm. When a bodhisattva trains in the perfection of wisdom, I do not see the accomplishment in which he has not been trained. Bodhisattvas and disciples. Subhuti asked, Is then a bodhisattva also trained in the accomplishment of a disciple? The Lord said, He should also be trained in that, but he does not train with the intention of always continuing with the accomplishment of a disciple, or with the idea of making it in any way his own. Not thus does he train. He also knows the qualities of the disciples, but does not abide with them. He assimilates them without opposing them. He trains with the intention that he should demonstrate and reveal also the virtues of the disciples. When he trains thus, a bodhisattva arises at a condition where he or she is worthy of receiving gifts from the world with its gods, men, and asuras. He or she surpasses all other people who are worthy of gifts associated with disciples or pratyeka Buddhas, and all knowledge will be near to him or her. When he or she trains thus, a bodhisattva does not part from the perfection of wisdom, but he or she courses in it, is not lacking in the dwelling of the perfection of wisdom. When he or she courses thus, a bodhisattva should be known as unfailing, definitely unfailing with regard to all knowledge, and he or she keeps away from the level of a disciple or pratyeka Buddha. He or she is near to full enlightenment. If, however, it occurs to him or her that this is the perfection of wisdom which brings this all knowledge, then one who has such a notion does not course in the perfection of wisdom. On the contrary, he or she has no notion even of perfect wisdom. He does not perceive or review that this is the perfection of wisdom, or his is the perfection of wisdom, or it shall feed all knowledge. If he or she courses thus, a bodhisattva courses in the perfection of wisdom.